Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Six Fig Stock Trader here on YouTube. And today we are going to be talking CKB, baby. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are at in the world. Currently, we are trading at 2.5 cents. So, with that said, before we get into all of this, check me out on Twitter at Real6Fig. This is where I'm dropping all of the juice, videos, upcoming live streams, charts, when I cannot make it to a computer to produce an update for all of you guys. I didn't put out an update yesterday. I've been waiting to see what Bitcoin is going to be doing, folks. So with that said, there wasn't really any point of me wasting either of our time. But CKB is my B, baby, and that is what we're here for today. So I'm going to stop the video right here really quick. I'm just going to ask you guys if you could just please smash that like button. It helps me out immensely. It helps the growth of this channel. I do appreciate each and every single one of you guys that watches this video. So go ahead and leave your mark on this video. Now, we're going to start off on the daily chart. And we can see that, I've been saying this, folks, for the last 2 weeks that after we had this glorious run-up, we're too far away from the cloud. We need to consolidate in. And what exactly are we seeing here? We are seeing the classic bull flag. So we still have our great bull flag pull. We still have our flag. You can see that there is some sort of A, B, C, D, E retracement that is happening quite possibly. And let's just go ahead and chart this out. Bear with me 1 second here. And so you could kind of argue that it might be something like this, somewhere in there. And so we can see that after this massive run-up, we did need this sideways corrective pattern to occur. We did need to trade closer in towards this cloud. On the daily chart, things are looking good. We are squeezing. Price action is squeezing tremendously right now, and I'm expecting some volatility to return to price action. Depending on what Bitcoin does, we could in fact see CKB bounce down to this 50 moving average and then try to hop up and over that cloud. But hopefully that doesn't happen. And this is going to be very important as to why you need to watch the second half of this video, because we need to know what Bitcoin's doing, where it's going to go. So we have the symmetrical triangle squeeze, it's on. Let's look at a 4-hour chart. And you can definitely see how right now price action is really being squeezed in between this 50 and 200 moving average. And I do think that there is a chance we might see CKB possibly trade up to the 0.0265-ish level. We do have some nice bullish engulfing. We do have the conversion line underneath the baseline. So if we can just trade upwards and maybe follow this lower trend line a little bit more, this will straighten this conversion line out a little bit. And once we can get some positive price action and we can get that conversion line, this red line, to arc upwards, it's going to get real juicy real quick with CKB. And on this 4-hour chart, we're definitely looking to travel through the cloud, I would say, somewhere in this region. So hopefully this is in fact what does happen. And again, we can kind of see how this thing is just correcting as hard as it can to the, sideways. So Bitcoin is what is holding this up from really propelling. I do think that Bitcoin potentially ruined its little party, back on November 15th from taking the next leg up. Bitcoin is being Bitcoin, right? So with that said, I do think that CKB is doing good. However, if the bottom falls off, if the market kind of tumbles, I do think that we should all be prepared for some retests or some lower levels, things like that. And it wouldn't surprise me to come back down to the 2 cent level, as much as I hate to say it, or even maybe the 0.018 level. I'm hoping that's not the case. I think that we are still in great position to move upwards. I mean, we can look at the daily chart. we've got a nice bull flag symmetrical triangle squeeze, kind of similar to what was happening back in here a long time ago. So I do think that things are looking good. We are just looking to move closer to this cloud, or maybe we're already there and are ready for the next step up. I just want to take a quick glance at this on the weekly. So here we are. We are still holding the majority of this body above the cloud, which is huge. Last video I was saying it's okay to poke the cloud a little bit, but we don't want to see is these full body candles accelerating down below the cloud on the weekly chart. That would not be good. So let's just take a quick look at Bitcoin, folks, because really that is going to be a healthy decider. Look at this. I was telling everybody about crypto.com at about 42 cents back at the beginning of November, and now it has 2x from there. Actually, it was more like 37 cents is when I was telling everybody about the ascending triangle on crypto.com. Boom, shot right to the upside. Back to Bitcoin though, right? Bitcoin. So here we are trading at 57,298. Yesterday, I put out a tweet saying, are we going to hold this $56,000 level? And looks like we wicked down to 55.5. And now we are still seeing some more indecision happen. So, whether or not we have we may in fact have some sort of Elliott wave theory to the downside here, or some sort of corrective wave that needs to complete. I do think that there is a chance at this point in time where we may, bear with me 1 second, I've got to go ahead and readjust some of these trend lines, so bear with me. So right now, this is the general trend that we've been in since July. Upward trend, the lows are still getting higher, but as you can see, there may be some room for Bitcoin to drop a little bit lower. And we may bounce off this 200 moving average at 53,000. If we drop below 53,000, look for this $51,000 to $52,000 range. Again, if you see this thing trading below 50,000, it's either a big scam wick or we are in some trouble. And this could be the beginning of a head and shoulders pattern. But we need a bounce at the least off this 200 and off this trend line here. It would be nice to see Bitcoin pull a reversal right where it's at, but nothing's guaranteed. And let's look at this 1 hour chart. And you can see how it's really hammering on about this $56,000 level. We've got double, triple bottoms on the charts. So if the bulls can't turn this around, man, I don't know. We could be heading down to see these lower $51,000 to $53,000 levels. So with that said, folks, I have my eye on Bitcoin, and that is one of the reasons why I didn't drop a video yesterday, because I was kind of expecting to drop a little bit lower, and I didn't really want to put out a video that would expire within the first 10 minutes, or, Bitcoin's just so erratic. If I could just ask you guys to please smash that like button on your way out the door. I think I'm going to wrap it up, but that surely does help me more than you know, and I totally appreciate it. Big shout out to all the Patreons, folks. You guys are great. You're killing it. I totally appreciate all of the support. If you're interested in becoming a Patreon, you can pay $3 a month in the Patreon account linked below to get your name, YouTube channel name, or business name up on this banner to show your support. So thank you once again to everyone who watches the video, and we will come out with another one soon.